Welcome to Church of Nebula Sunday Sermon. My name is Haja Mo, and I'm broadcasting from the vibrant city of Los Angeles, California. Today, we're going to dive deep into a topic that touches a chord with many of us: how to embrace joy every day, even when it feels like your problems and adversities are insurmountable, and you might lose everything you've worked so hard for. Picture this: you wake up one morning and you're hit with a wave of dread. Financial troubles start piling up. Your job security is threatened. Personal relationships are fraying, and health concerns loom over you. It feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, and you're standing on the brink of losing everything that gives your life stability and meaning. I want to share a deeply personal story with you. Last year, I was faced with a perfect storm of problems. A business venture I had invested years into was failing. I was dealing with a health scare. And on top of that, personal relationships were strained to the breaking point. It felt like every area of my life was under siege. The stress was overwhelming, and there were days I felt utterly defeated. One morning, feeling completely overwhelmed, I decided to go for a jog at Griffith Park. I thought perhaps some fresh air would clear my mind. As I ran, I couldn't shake off the laundry list of problems plaguing me. It was as if every step I took was weighed down with worry. The jog didn't magically make my problems disappear, but it did give me a moment to reflect deeply on how to confront my adversities while still finding ways to breathe in joy. Let's talk about how we can face our problems head on while learning to embrace moments of joy. First, it's critical to acknowledge and understand the full scope of your problems. Ignoring them will only make the situation worse. For example, when my business started failing, I took a long, hard look at the numbers, the market conditions, and consulted with experts to understand what went wrong. Facing the brutal facts head on was painful, but necessary. Next, take pragmatic steps to manage your problems. For instance, if you're facing financial difficulties, sit down and create a detailed budget. Track every expense and cut out non-essential spending. I remember sitting at my kitchen table many late nights, crunching numbers and figuring out what needed to be done to stay afloat. It wasn't easy, but addressing the problem directly gave me a sense of control amidst the chaos. But here's the crux. While you're working through these adversities, it's vital to deliberately carve out space for joy. One evening after a particularly grueling day, I met with a close friend for a beer. We sat at a small, dimly lit bar, sharing stories and laughs. For a few hours, I was able to forget the tumult in my life. That momentary escape didn't solve my problems, but it provided a much-needed respite and reminded me of the joy in human connections. Let's delve into another aspect. When facing strained relationships, it's essential to communicate openly and honestly. I learned this the hard way during a rough patch with a family member. We both were harboring resentments that festered under the surface. One afternoon, we sat down over coffee and laid everything out. It was uncomfortable and emotionally taxing, but addressing our issues openly allowed us to begin the healing process. Health struggles can be particularly daunting, as they often feel out of our control. When facing a health scare, I focused on what I could manage: my diet, exercise, and stress levels. I started taking evening walks along the beach, letting the rhythmic sound of the waves soothe my anxieties. This routine didn't cure my health issues, but it brought me moments of peace and joy amidst the fear. Incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine can also help you find joy. After a distressing medical appointment, I found myself at a jazz club one evening. The smooth melodies, dim lights, and the warm atmosphere drew me out of my anxious thoughts and into the present moment. It was a small but powerful reminder of the joy that can be found in being fully present, even when life seems overwhelming. When dealing with job insecurity, constructive actions can help regain a sense of stability. Networking, updating your resume, or acquiring new skills can all be productive steps. During a period of job uncertainty, I attended workshops and meetups, connecting with others navigating similar challenges. These interactions not only provided professional opportunities, but also a sense of community and support. My name is Haja Mo, and it's been an honor to share this journey with you. Remember, in the midst of winter, I found there was within me an invincible summer. Even when faced with the greatest challenges, you have the strength to find and embrace joy. Thank you for joining me, and may your days be filled with resilience and light amidst the storms.